the explanation I gave initially, I said that you just joined a company. The company initially were collecting and saving their data in Excel.
Yeah, on Excel format.
Yeah. Excel format, then you came and you suggested that you produce database. Yes. So in that regards, this will now be your new source and primary source, and this will now be your secondary source.
Okay.
You understand, please?
Okay.
Uh-huh.
But if we look at it like if you look at that, I mean, is it applicable? Does it really matches that definition of what Mr. Henry and Madam Tosin defined it? Because if you look at the diagram we're having at the moment, this new source you are introducing to the company can still be raw data that is coming in, though it's not in the format of Excel. I don't know if I'm making any sense.
Both of them are raw data, either primary source or secondary. Both of them are raw data. The difference is this: when you talk about primary data, is a first-hand data. A first-hand data that you have not used before for any analysis. A first-hand data. An example of a first-hand data is a sales data for this month. If a sales data is coming for this month, is a primary data. We have not used it for any analysis before now. It's a date. This month we are in 26. If a sales data is coming in 30 days in September, yes, I think. So if a sales data is coming in 30th of this month, it's a raw data. That's a primary data. You can't. Do you get it now? If I want to use it with a data of last month, which that sales data there is already a secondary data. Data that collected by someone else earlier.
So the fresher it is, the fresher the data is, the fresher it is to be named a primary data.
Yeah, exactly. Primary data refers to first-hand data.
Okay.
Or just we get some database and we are just starting on the main source. That's a primary data. Yeah, we are just getting something from the our agent, like from a company.
Exactly.
Yep.
Or questionnaire. You're obtaining something with questionnaire. That's primary data.
Just whatever thing you're just getting, that's primary data.
Yes.
Something that has not been collected, you are the one collecting it.
Invoices, journal, all those things, they're all primary data.
No. Invoices, journal might not be primary data. Journal.
When you're
questionnaire is a good example of primary data. A question. Secondary, you go and research other people's book and you do your projects with it. They've already worked on the data. They've produced the product in a way with the data gathered, and you go get it and use it for your work as well.
Yeah, to my own knowledge, I think secondary data collected.
Your audio is not. We can't hear you clearly, sir.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I think it's better, but it's still low. You can go ahead, sir.
Okay, yeah, I said like the secondary data data collected through articles, journals.
Yeah, that's secondary, yes.
Secondary. Then the primary data are the one collected maybe through experiments, interviews, questionnaires.
Yeah. So that's another explanation.
Can I add that primary data can be seen as present data, real-time data, and secondary could be referred to as already past data, something that has been gathered from the past over time.
Yeah, correct.
Yes, that's what it is.
All right. So now that we are clear on that, so that's what data blending helps us to do: connect to different sources. You can use it to connect to data of different sources. Now, one thing about data blending is this: data blending is also the same thing. Like it makes use of the join method. But one thing that differentiates data blending and normal join is in data blending, a left join is established between the primary data source and secondary data source. which you can actually convert to a right join. You can change your join in data blending. That's different. You see, real-time analysis, it enables users to strictly interpret and evaluate dynamic data. With real-time analysis, insight and extracted from fast-moving data, Tableau is designed to facilitate collaboration. So just like Power BI, where you have the Power BI service, Tableau also have, in Tableau, you also have opportunity to collaborate with your teammates on a project. Are we together?
Yep.
Good.
Yes, sir.
So you can collaborate with your teammates on a project, and everyone could benefit from the data. Then one thing about Power BI, I say Power BI. One thing about Tableau is this: Tableau has this. It has this cloud library called the Tableau. It's still Tableau public service, basically. So whatever thing you are doing, you can actually upload it in that regard. More like an online
Support network.
portfolio, an online portfolio where you can have all your projects saved.
Oh, okay.
Whatever thing you are doing, you can always save it there. Just that it's not how do I put it? It's an open source. Anybody can access it. So don't go and put a company private information on it, and that person can see it. That's just what I'm trying to say.
So it's not safe.
It's safe there, but it's not. It's open to all view. So if there's any data that is confidential, don't just analyze and go and drop it there. Any other person can pick it and see. Do you get my point?
Yep.
All right, we have downloaded the Tableau public and we have installed. Now, these are the Tableau that we have. We have the public, which is free and it's free to use. That's the one that we are using, we'll be using. I already mentioned that, but it has limited features compared to the desktop, which I already said, that's the paid version. So the major thing about that differentiate them is you can connect to
other sources.
Yeah, other sources. You have limited sources for connecting, or like for desktop. Then you see, probably cannot connect to database server, but you can use desktop to connect to the database server. Another thing I mentioned is extract. Extract feature is not on public, but you have it on what? On desktop.
On desktop.
Yes. Also, public cannot save a local copy of the workbook without publishing it. So that's what I'm trying to say now. For public, this one we want to use now. Unlike Power BI that you can always save your report and come back to your work. For public, if you are using public, you cannot save your work unless you publish it. Publish means you are sending it to the Tableau public server.
Other people can access it.
Exactly. So you can't save it. You can only publish it to your public server, which is like the place where everybody publish, like putting their stuff. If you are not using the desktop, basically, it's like what am I to say? There's something I want to mention.
The public domain, but in the server.
Hello, Mr. Samuel.
Yeah, go ahead.
Do you have any idea of how much it costs, the paid one?
Subscribe.
Or you can tell Learnwithpride to subscribe, then give us access. Learnwithpride as a company should subscribe, then they give us access.
Yeah, job always like a bargain.
Come on, we'll pay for everything. You can table that. Does that make sense?
It's a bargain.
It's not bad now.
It's not something. It's something you can actually pay for yourself. It's not expensive.
Okay.
I'm sure it's not expensive. I think it's around last time I know. I'm not sure about now. Last time I know is $70 for just one person to use. A creator license. You have different license. You have creator license. You have viewer license.
What of company? Company license.
Company goes beyond that too. You know, for company is around $900 per.
Wow.
That's
quite expensive.
No, not per month, per year. That's
a lot now. $900 for a year.
But that means Microsoft is not as expensive as that.
Yeah.
For company.
That you look at it this way. Microsoft that you just mentioned now. You know, Microsoft is not as secure as that other guys. No company, majority of these companies that we know that are into big things, they don't even use Microsoft Office as like Microsoft OS. They use all these, like the Linux, the Ubuntu, the Red Hat, or no. That's why they are expensive.
So you have to pay to use Tableau.
Yes. So that's why they are expensive. They don't deal with small boys. They deal with big boys, basically. Someone drop a message.
So then
look at the picture. For the madam.
Okay, thank you. So someone have helped us out with the subscription. Let's see how much is that.
Okay.
So this is it though, everyone.
That's a lot per month. £60, $720 per year.
You can't go chop.
That's my gas electricity.
But the thing is that what's the point in us using it if we have to pay?
If we can't pay, we have to pay. If we can't pay.
You just you know what I just mentioned now. Tableau has public. That's the one I want to teach you. Yeah. But there is Tableau desktop, which is the paid version. Now, one thing is this: if you finish learning Tableau today and you get a job that would push you into using a company that uses Tableau, definitely they'll be subscribing to Tableau desktop, which you'll be using at the end of the day. But now the only thing now is this: it's a transferable knowledge. Another thing that you can do on public is the same thing you will do on desktop, just a little update, which is like connecting to database and the extract filter, just like I mentioned. Those are the difference. But then, regardless, just like I said, it's something it's something you should learn as an aspiring data analyst. You don't know where you would find yourself in the next. It's not even years now. In the next 3 months, you don't know where you find yourself. Just see yourself. Let's say you get a job in a company that is using Tableau and they're ready to pay more. That's why I mentioned now. It's used by the big guys. Any company that is using Tableau as their major data analysis tool will pay you a whole lot.
Okay. So we should be targeting that then.
Apple, for example, Apple that produces Mac, all those things. Are you aware that they don't use their OS for their day-to-day running? Hope you know. They use Apple use Linux.
Yes.
For you, I'm just trying to explain some things to you. They use Linux as their OS. Other big companies use Linux as their OS. Now, if someone, a Linux administrator or a Linux engineer, you know how much that person will be collecting compared to someone who works as in Microsoft, that everybody uses Microsoft, like the small guys. People, whatever thing you pay for, just see it this way. Anything that has a monetary value very high, there is something that differentiates it. That's just the truth, trust me. There's something differentiates it from every other like low prices.
Are you subscribed to it?
I think some of those companies, those big companies we're talking about, if you probably get a job with them, they'll probably give you a package on that.
Yes, they do, of course.
They give you free. Yeah, they just give you free.
Of course.
So for you to install your own system.
Of course. Microsoft.
Hello, everyone. I hope you've enjoyed the training so far. If you want a complete training or a complete video, or you want to embark on this journey, why not get in touch with us on the details that will be below in the description below this video. My name is Akin Oladeji, and I'm the founder of Learn with Pride. Learnwithpride is an IT organization that helps people that wants to transition from non-IT or non-technical background into the IT space. So we run different trainings, Scrum Master, Product Manager, Project Management, Business Analysis, Software Testing, like 8 different trainings. Also, you can check out our website at www.learnwithpride.co.uk. So for more information, get in touch with us. We are all social medias as well. You can send us a DM as well. Thank you for now, and hope to see you on the journey. Bye-bye.